Good afternoon, everybody. We're just going to wait for everybody to come into the webinar. You'll have to excuse my voice, I'm losing it today. I hope you all like the Facebook Live that I was sat with the beach background. It was just to give you that sort of inspiration of being away and your clients being away. I'll just let everybody come into the webinar at the moment. Just so we've got the options, as you know, we've got the chat options right at the very, very bottom. If you want to write to all panellists and attendees, just don't forget to change the Dropbox, so we've got all panellists and attendees. Also, any questions and answers we've got, if you can put them in the Q&A tab right at the very end, and we'll do that. In terms of the prizes, what we're going to do today, so you need to be listening to the webinars, and then at the very, very end, what we'll do is we'll do the questions, and it's going to be a case of this week where you're going to put your hand up. So the first person to put the hand up, I will then give you the powers to be able to talk. You then give us the answers to the question. If you win, you win. If you're wrong, it goes to the next person. So it's up to you. The more you listen, the more you learn, the more you've got the chance of winning. So I think everybody's here at the moment. So hi Kiki, hi Chrissy, hi Janet, Janice, everybody that's dropping us a message to say hello. I'm going to hand over. So today we've got some really, really exciting panellists on today. We've got the Body Holiday. We have got the True Blue Bay Boutique Resort. She's coming on shortly. And we've got Young Ireland. So in terms of winning prizes, you've got an amazing prize from Juliet from Young Ireland, where you can win 2 nights in the Grenadines. So wow, amazing. And Kerry has also got an amazing prize of an Elemis Spa Pack. So again, listen very, very carefully. So I'm going to hand over to you, Kerry, if you can kick us off with the Body Holiday.
Thank you. I hope that my technology is better than it was last week. For those of you that were on the webinar last week, it all dropped off. So I'm hoping that this will be better this time. So for those of you that don't know me, I am Kerry from Clear Marketing, and we represent a number of hotels in the Caribbean, with Body Holiday being one. So Body Holiday in St. Lucia. So for those of you that weren't on the call last week, or who don't know, St. Lucia is open for business. We've got flights going in at the moment. We have 2 flights a week. So you could really encourage guests to come out to St. Lucia, you know, as soon as they feel comfortable in doing so. Here are my contact details. I believe that Sarah will share them as well, but I can be contacted via Clear Marketing. So in terms of the island, as I said, we're open, we're ready. We have the British Airways flights currently on a Tuesday and a Saturday. In terms of the protocols on the island, your guests do need to arrive with a negative PCR COVID test. The great thing with St. Lucia is that it's within 7 days of travel. So that kind of does allow that flexibility to give people time to be able to get the test. You know, they don't have to do it in that shorter window that some of the other destinations have. You might have seen an update yesterday that St. Lucia has changed its categorisation. So we're one of only 8 countries in the world that has such a low COVID rate. So we're really absolutely delighted with that. What I would say is keep an eye on the website, on the St. Lucia Tourism Authority website, just to make sure that your guests are familiar with the protocols, with the entry requirements. As I said, you do need the PCR test. It is quite normal to be wearing a mask on island, not necessarily in the resort. I'll tell you a little bit more about resort specific during my presentation. But there is a little bit of confusion as well, in that on the website it says that guests have to be quarantined. That's not strictly true if you're at a hotel. Your hotel is considered your quarantine, and you don't have to quarantine for 14 days. So if you have guests on a 7-night holiday, that's absolutely fine. They can spend their 7 nights in the hotel. They're not necessarily isolated at the hotel. They can go out and do excursions as long as they're organised through the resort. But what they can't do at this time is hire a car or go out at leisure and do their own things. Another great update as of yesterday is that you can now twin centre again, because we did have a restriction. You couldn't twin centre in St. Lucia, but that changed as of yesterday. So if you have got guests who want to come and stay out with us up in the north of the island and then go down to the south for a very different experience, then absolutely they can do that. Now, Body Holiday has, like all resorts, got its own protocols. I'm not going to go through every single one. What I would say is you're welcome to have a look on the Body Holiday website to see what our protocols are. But I've just highlighted a few here. You know, we will have the physical social distancing, their daily temperature checks. There will be masks to be worn in, you know, particularly crowded areas, but not in restaurants, not during spa treatments, not on the beach. So, you know, your guests won't have to wear one at all times. Body Holiday, for those of you that know it, and I will tell you more for those who don't, is a health and wellness resort, and it's known for its wealth of activities, also for its spa, where your guests get a complimentary daily spa treatment. And that experience is not going to be compromised. We can still offer all of the activities that your guests would know and love. It just means that we have to have less people in a class. You know, you have to have that distance between each other, and also everything is much more sanitized and regularly sanitized. And with regards to the spa, the therapist will be wearing a mask, and the guests will be temperature checked before their treatment, but they can still have all of their normal treatments. So moving aside from protocols, you know, if you are selling travel for next year, and let's hope that all of this is long forgotten by then, and these protocols are, you know, don't exist anymore, but you know, we don't know when that's going to happen. But I'm just going to talk to you about the resort. So again, many of you will probably already be familiar with Body Holiday, so some of this you will already know. So it will really just be a reminder of key selling points, who to sell it to, little snippets of information. But for those of you that don't know it, it'll just give you a bit of an idea as to what to expect. Our mantra is give us your body for a week and we'll give you back your mind. So as I said, we are a health and wellbeing resort. We were the world's first, you know, where you could combine a 5-star beach holiday with health and wellness. We're all about personalisation at Body Holiday. So as soon as you have done a reservation for your guests, you're welcome to share the Body Holiday reference number with them. We would encourage them to go onto our website, firstly to do the online check-in, because that's really important during these times. It's minimising the contact. They check in online, but also they can personalise their stay. So as I mentioned before, guests do get a complimentary spa treatment for every full day of their stay. So they can actually book their treatments on the website. So as long as it's booked, you know, they have to book at least 48 hours in advance. So if you do a booking for 2 years' time, that's fine. You can still go in, book those treatments now. You can register interest. So if your guests have got interest, perhaps they want to learn to scuba dive, they want to stop smoking, learn to play golf, they want to sleep better, lose weight, all of these things that they can do, they can select their interest on the website, and then that information is made available for them in room. Now, for those of you that already know the resort, these are a couple of new items, and by new I really mean in the last 18 months. So if you look to the right of this image, this is iTal, which is our new conscious eating concept. It's a vegan outdoor dining experience, which I'll tell you a little bit more about when I talk about the dining. We have an adventure program. So for your guests who want something really exciting and exhilarating, we've got the adventure program, which can be anything from sea kayaking to abseiling down a waterfall. You know, for those guests where just the usual activities are not enough, then this is great to offer. On the bottom left here, this is our refurbished deli and towel restaurant. So the deli is down at the bottom. So we now have the separate deli and a juice bar, which does juices, smoothies, specialty coffees. They also do salads and lovely little sweet treats as well during the day. And then the top image, these are our new villas. We actually have 3 villas on the resort now. We have Villa Firefly, which is a little bit older, and then we have the 2 new Oasis villas, which are just here. They're 2 times 2 bedroom villas. So if you have got 2 couples that want to travel together, or you know, a couple of friends that want to travel together, who want to have that privacy, then this is a really nice option. It is considered just like another room type at Body Holiday, so all of those inclusions that you would ordinarily get, you do still get in those villas as well. So as I said, we are a health and wellbeing resort, so we do focus on food and drink. You know, there are a variety of options, anything from, you know, casual beachside dining to a la carte. We've got the Towel restaurant, which is East-West fusion, completely modernised. We also do tasting menus. And, you know, what I love about the Body Holiday and the food and drink is that although it is a wellness resort, you're not on a diet here. You know, you do have lots of variety. If your guests want to calorie count, that's fine. All that information is available there. But likewise, if, you know, they want to have a burger for lunch and have a pina colada in the afternoon, then that's absolutely included as well as our daily afternoon tea and Pim's O'Clock religiously every day. So ITEL, which I mentioned, so this is our conscious eating concept. This is actually in our organic vegetable garden. So this is our, this is Damien, our gardener. So we have the on-site gardener, and this is more like an experience slash excursion as opposed to just something that you would do every day. It takes a long time. It's around half a day, and it's a real experience. You go to the organic vegetable garden, you will be talked through what is grown there, vegetables, herbs, and then you will pick the items, prepare them family style, and then we've got this 8-person dining table where everyone will cook and enjoy the food together. It's strictly vegan, and it's a wonderful experience. So I really recommend it if you have got guests coming out. In terms of rooms, we've got 155 rooms. You know, and everything that you would expect from 5-star, you know, resort. You've got Wi-Fi in rooms, which has improved in recent years, Bluetooth sound systems, because we don't have televisions in the rooms at Body Holiday, so it is important that we do have the sound system. We have Ren amenities, pillow menu, and we have a sleep well program, so nightly tea delivery service. I won't go into all the different rooms, but just to highlight a couple, the top image that you can see here is one of our single rooms. We have 29 rooms year round. We charge no single supplement in these rooms throughout the year, so very popular solo travellers. The spa, you know, as I mentioned, you do have daily spa treatments included. We've got a wonderful spa with 33 different treatment rooms. And every day your guest gets a 50-minute treatment. That could be anything from a facial to a massage to a body wrap. They can really have something different every day. And a wealth of activities. All of this is included, including motorised water sports. So we have tennis, golf, archery, all of these things that you can see here. A very comprehensive activity schedule, but your guests can do as much or as little as you like. Many of them, they don't have to pre-book on. You get an activity planner in your guest room, so they can decide what they want to do on a daily basis. And what's great is because there is so much going on, you know, what I really like about this is that the resort, the team are not there hassling you. No one's saying, oh, come and try volleyball or come and try this, because there's so much going on, and really you set your own agenda. We've got personal trainers, we've got fitness gurus, we've got dietitians, so all of those experts are there should you need it. And also the adventure program, which I did mention before. Now, we also have a series of themed months which run throughout the year. Probably one of our most popular is September Solos. The resort is currently closed though. We are reopening on the 1st of October this year. So September Solos this year is being renamed October Solos. So just remember that, you might need to know that a little bit later on. Jive June, as the name suggests, is a dancing month. We have October Yoga, Swim Fit towards the end of October, November. Also Well Fit Families, which is for children aged 12 upwards. So for families that have teenagers, they're welcome in the school summer holidays. Ordinarily, this is an adults only resort. We also have our body science. I won't go into this too much because I'm conscious of time, but also this is a very comprehensive concept to understand as well. So if you do have guests who really want to know a lot more about themselves, they want to know if they're, you know, their real health, we conduct a number of tests. We can tell them if they have food intolerances, which type of exercises may be better for them, even indeed if they may be susceptible to illnesses in the future. We have a really scientific approach. So if you have got anyone who wants to know more, please do get in touch with me. Now, Body Holiday, I can never do it justice in a short amount of time. 10 minutes just isn't enough. I do hope that that has given you just a little bit of an idea about what to expect at Body Holiday. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. That was amazing. And the body science, that's intrigued me. I think we have got time for you to tell us a little bit more about it if you want to, because this is something that clients are asking for at the moment. And yeah, I mean, if you've got anything else to add to it, then go for it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, as I said, this isn't going to be for everybody. This isn't for your typical guest that comes in who wants a beach holiday. This is someone who really wants to understand much more about their health. You know, perhaps they might have family history of certain conditions and they want to know whether they may be susceptible to that, or is there a way that they can even turn that round? If they're on medication, we can give them advice on how they can make positive changes in their life to actually not be on that medication anymore. And we've had some amazing success stories. So as I said, I know it's not for everyone, and this is a rather large supplement on top of your you know, your holiday price, but there certainly are people now who want that cutting edge technology when it comes to health and well-being, and you know, we are somewhere that offers that, as well as having a holiday. You know, this isn't a retreat, this isn't a boot camp, it's not strict. You still have an amazing Caribbean 5-star all-inclusive holiday with that as well. So you know, it really offers the best of both.
No, it's amazing, the fact that, because you sometimes get the wife that's interested in all the health and fitness, and maybe the husband wants to sit and have a tequila or a cocktail, you know, during the day. So the fact that it's got all of that is brilliant. So thank you. No, I appreciate that. It's brilliant. So thank you very much. And also your prize, just to remind us, it's an LMS spa pack. You answered the question during your presentation, but we will pull the person at the end. And what we're going to do is you're going to put your hand up. And you're going to answer it, but we're going to do that not just now, so you've got time to be able to think. So in the meantime, Juliet, over to you, if you can tell us all about Young Ireland.
Great, thank you. Share my screen. Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Juliet and I work for Essential Detail. We're a representation company who specialise in luxury family-owned boutique hotels across the Caribbean. But today I'm going to be talking to you about the gorgeous Young Island in the Grenadines. Young Island's a private island resort. It's a 25-minute drive from St Vincent Airport, and then it's just a 3-minute ferry from the dock to the island, where you're greeted with a cocktail and a smile when you arrive. So the most common route to travel here is to fly internationally to Barbados, and then there's inter-island flights direct from Barbados to St Vincent. I think at the moment there are flights with Fly One Caribbean. And then, as I said, it's just a 3-minute ferry journey from the port to the private island. So the location of the resort itself on its own private island is one of its best assets. I like to think of it as the closest thing to the Maldives in the Caribbean, but without the Maldives price tag. It's really sort of a Robinson Crusoe setting, but one that's not too remote. So you've got easy access to the outside world with the ferry that runs complimentary. So the ferry here, this little blue ferry here, this is complimentary and it runs 24 hours a day. So clients can go from the private island resorts to the mainland whenever they want, and it's completely free. So Young Island is a small boutique hotel and it's comprised of only 29 rooms. But that's set in 13 acres of land. All the rooms are sort of charming wood-framed cottages, and they're all furnished in a traditional Caribbean style with a private terrace. Some of them have their own private plunge pools, like you can see here. And as I said, they're all dotted around the 13 acres on the private island, as you can see on the map here. So this hotel really is set up very well for social distancing. So these are the superior cottages. These are located either right on the beach, like this one here, or on the lower hillside. So if you do have clients that don't want to walk up lots of steps, when you book, we can make sure to give them one of these rooms on the beach. So many of these superior cottages interconnect, and some allow for extra beds, which are great for families. As you can see, the style in the rooms is very traditional. It's sort of unstuffy luxury. It's sort of a very barefoot experience here. So these are the deluxe cottages. These are larger suites and they have their own separate sitting area. These all have stunning sea views, and 3 of these are on the middle of the hillside. I really love the hillside suites because they're nestled in the tropical gardens, as you can see here, with the shutters. And it really just, you feel like you're in sort of your own little tree house. You feel very at one with nature in these rooms. So these are my personal favourite suites. These are the luxury suites with plunge pool. These basically, you have the size of the deluxe, but with your own private plunge pool. We'd always recommend upgrading to these rooms if clients want something a little bit special. In low season, it's about a $100 difference from the deluxe to these. So if your clients do want to spend that little bit more and have a bit more private space, their own private pool, their own private cottage, we'd really recommend upgrading to these luxury suites. We also often have room upgrade offers out, especially in low season. So do check them out on our website, which I'll talk about a little bit later in the presentation. So yeah, we do often have upgrade offers, so do check them out. So this is the top suite here at Young Island. It's the De Vernet suite. This is a newly refurbished 2-bedroom suite located on the hilltop. This is the second bedroom. It's a split level, it's got a split level terrace, its own garden, sitting room, kitchen, and it also has a small infinity edge plunge pool as well. You've got these stunning views across over the ocean and overlooking Fort de Vernet, which is this fort here. And this is actually an old military rock fort that was built in the 1700s. It's an attraction on the island. So you just have these stunning views. And this suite really is for those clients that maybe they're a honeymoon couple or they're celebrating something special. It really is that sort of extra special experience. And as I said, it's right at the top of the hill, so it's very, very private. Okay, so Young Island is an all-inclusive resort. You can see all of the all-inclusive inclusions on screen. They offer full breakfast, lunch and dinner daily, drinks are included as well. They have a really fabulous Vincentian chef in resort who, along with his team, creates really delicious dishes, incorporating lots of local ingredients. And they also use fresh island produce, which is grown on the natural volcanic soils of St. Vincent on the mainland. And these are delivered daily to the hotel. So the food here is really fresh, authentic Caribbean food. For example, they have a natural yogurt, which is locally produced, and that's available at breakfast. And they always have very unusual flavors like fresh root ginger yogurt, etc. And the hotel's also won lots of regional culinary awards as well for its fantastic food. So the resort is also famous for serving 6 delicious homemade breads at every meal. So they always have really unique flavors such as banana, cinnamon, raisin, and as I said, they're offered at every single meal and they're really, really delicious. So all meals are served in these open air sort of thatched roofed huts, which are perfectly set up for social distancing. They're al fresco right by the beach, so your clients can dine whilst watching the sunset and listening to the ocean. So one of my favourite things about the resort is the floating bar. It's called the Coconut Bar, remember that. This is the Coconut Bar and it's just floating on the water. You just sort of walk up to the bar, have a cocktail. It's really lovely, just relax with the cocktail. The barman will crack open a fresh coconut, make whatever cocktail you fancy, and that's included in the all-inclusive as well. So being a private and very spacious island, there are some really great walking trails. These have amazing views from every angle, so your guests can wander around the island and enjoy seeing all the amazing wildlife. You really feel like you're in your own oasis. The beach here is a stunning natural beach. It's very calm, and sunfish, snorkels, pedalos, kayaks, these are all included in the all-inclusive. So the resort has its own tennis courts, which have new floodlights. So tennis is available at any time of day. And there's also a really lovely lagoon pool surrounded by tropical plants, which is the main pool. If you don't have your own private plunge pool, you've got this fantastic lagoon pool to enjoy as well. So the spa offers a variety of treatments infused with these sort of botanical ingredients from the island. They're all grown on island. It's nestled in the tropical hillside and it's recently been renovated as well. So we also have a year-round offer where if you book 7 nights, you'll get a complimentary half-hour massage for 2, and that's all year round. So it's a really great offer. So the location of Young Island is perfect for sailing around the Grenadines. The hotel has its own catamaran, which is available for sunset cruises, day sails and overnight trips. So we also offer an amazing sail and stay package where you can book 7 nights at the resort and spend 2 of those nights on the private catamaran for a small supplement. And this trip takes you to the islands of Bequia and Mustique, and you have optional sightseeing and snorkeling at each stop. So this really is great for clients who want to experience some of the Grenadine Islands. They want that hotel experience, but also would love a sailing holiday experience as well. I'll just quickly touch on the COVID protocols. I know you've probably heard so much about this. The hotel was reopened on the 10th of July 2020. While it was shut, they were putting all the health and safety protocols in place. Of course, all the staff are all wearing masks. It's all table service. Social distancing is being enforced throughout. As I said, on a 13-acre island with only 29 suites and cottages, it's already very well set up for social distancing. So it really is your own little private oasis. On arrival to St. Vincent in the Grenadines, we currently have entry requirements where all travellers entering the country must have a negative PCR COVID test, similar to St Lucia, but here it does have to be done within 5 days of arrival. If a client doesn't have a test, they will have a test on arrival, but they will then have to quarantine in the hotel for at least 24 hours to wait for the results. So we would definitely advise travellers to make sure that they've got their negative test, so they don't have to quarantine. And no one wants to do that on holiday. Obviously, these rules are ever changing. At the moment, this is how it stands. New rules are brought in place and put in place all the time, but this is how it is at the moment for St Vincent and the Grenadines. So I'll quickly touch on our online training course. We've got an online travel uni, which is caribbeanboutiquehotels.co.uk. When you complete the course, you have access to fam trip places. You can earn 2 complimentary nights at any of our hotels with our come and stay programme. And also, if you report your bookings to us, we'll put a bottle of wine and complimentary welcome note from yourself in your client's room on arrival, which is completely complimentary, just a thank you from us for your support. And we also offer Amazon vouchers for every booking made as well. So finally, do visit our website. It's essentialdetail.co.uk. You can access all of our special offers, high-res images, property manuals, resort maps are all downloadable from the website. We also have 90-second training videos, so you can hear from Bianca, the general manager, and she can just give you a little bit of an update and a refresh on all the USPs of the resorts. And thank you so much for listening, and don't hesitate to contact us if there's anything we can do to help make your bookings. Follow us on our socials, and yeah, thanks. That's pretty much me done.
Thank you, Julia. You've lost me at the hammock on the terrace. I'm sat there still at the moment. Wow.
Right now.
29 rooms, great for, as you say, social network.
Yeah.
Social distancing.
Yeah, they're all scattered around, so it's really great. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing, and the ease of being able to get across as well from Barbados and do the ferry crossing as well. So no, that is brilliant. So thank you very much. And one lucky agent on the call is going to win 2 free nights there as well. So I hope you were listening really, really well. Not that you had any clues or anything, the pair of you. We've just got a couple of quick questions. I'll just go through them first and then we'll give out the prizes. So Chrissy has asked, Juliet, is there a minimum number of nights clients need to stay?
So for the spa package, it's a minimum of 7 nights. We have 5 nights minimum year round. Any stay of less than 5 nights is on a request basis. So you can do like a 3-night stay, but we'll just have to request it. A lot of people like to twin it with other stays. So like have a 3-night there and then a 3-night elsewhere. So yeah, we can offer that.
Perfect. And Karen's just asked, when you say about the quarantine at the hotel on arrival, does that mean you have to specifically stay in your room only? Or can you go to the restaurants to eat?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. But obviously, if you've got your negative test with you, then you don't have to quarantine at all. And we definitely just recommend doing that. But if for some reason you don't have a test, you get tested, you will quarantine in your room, and then once you've got the results, which is usually within 24 hours and they're negative, then you're fine to sort of continue your stay. But we haven't had anyone having to quarantine yet, so yeah.
Perfect. I suppose that would be maybe people that have done the Barbados stay first and then maybe moving on and they'll be bothered to then go and get a COVID test, so we'll do it upon arrival. So yeah. There's options. Michael's just asked, which airline flies from Barbados to St Vincent now Liat no longer fly?
Yeah, so we have Fly One Caribbean at the moment. Obviously, Liat is a real shame that they're not flying at the moment. So that's the airline that we have that's chartering at the moment. We're hoping that there will be more options that come up after, obviously, when things get a bit more back to normal. But yeah.
Good. Kerry, just for you as well, Jenny, I think you saw it in the chat, she was mentioning about the Wi-Fi and she said it's brilliant that the Wi-Fi has been increased, because I know Jenny absolutely adores this hotel.
I was going to say, Jenny will know from staying a few times before that it was a little bit hit and miss, but I can tell you personally that it's much improved, and I've stayed in a few different room types since it's been improved, and yeah, it's much better.
Brilliant. Okay, so at the moment we've got no more questions, but to be fair, I think this is because you 2 ladies literally covered everything. So let's see who was listening. So this is the key thing. So Kerry, do you want to go first? So just to clarify, everybody, so Kerry has got the Elemis spa goodie bag that she's given away. So you need to put your hand up when you put your hand up, the first person that I can see, yep, Carol, I can see you're testing it now. Answer, going, but you need to put them down because otherwise you're not going to count. So you're going to put your hand up, and the first person that puts the hand up, I'm going to then enable you to speak. So you're going to give the answer over the webinar loud and clear. So don't be incorrect. So everybody's put the hands down. Okay, so over to you, Kerry, to ask the question. Jenny, put your hand down, otherwise you're not going to win.
Are all hands down now?
All hands down. Jenny, that's it. Okay, go. So answer the question.
Sure. So my question is about the themed months, and you'll notice I mentioned September solos. So given that the hotel is closed this September, when is solos taking place?
Okay, Polly was the first person. So Polly.
Oh, Polly Gould. She stayed at Body Holiday.
Hi, hello, lovely. Hello.
So what's the answer?
October
yeah.
solo.
Well done, Polly. Send me a message with your address, because I'll send the prize directly to you.
All right, thank you, lovely. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Well done.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, so now for the 2-night stay at Young Island. As I say, I'm happy to take bribes, anybody. I'm happy to be on the hammock with you. Juliet, so again, it's the same thing. Everybody needs to put the hand down. Polly, your hand is still raised. Peter, your hand is raised. So you'll need to take them down. Okay, so again, the same basis. The first person to put the hand up, I'll then allow you to speak. And then you can give the answer. If it's correct, you win. If it's incorrect, we'll move on to the next person. So Juliet, over to you to ask your question.
Great, all hands down, yeah?
Yep.
Fab. So my question is about one of my favourite features of the resort, and it is, what is the name of the floating bar?
Okay, well, the first person, she's put her hand down. Okay, so the second person was Sarah. So Sarah, I'm going to give you the ability to speak. Sarah, can you hear us?
I can. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. What's the answer?
It's the floating coconut bar.
Brilliant, well done.
Woo! Brilliant.
Congrats.
Nice.
Thank you.
Amazing. Well done. So perfect. And with all the hands that have gone up, it seems like everybody was listening, because I think there's practically a full house there as well. So thank you very much. So from my point of view, obviously don't forget, every single Caribbean booking that you make can be logged on mycaribbeanrewards.co.uk, and every single Monday we give a £50 onto your onboard account, or your online account, and that's drawn every single Monday on Facebook. So keep logging every single booking. Young Island and Body Holiday both count, so keep logging them. I would just like to say to Julia and to Kerry, thank you so much for taking the time to come on. It's great, and we're live on Facebook. Lots of the people will be watching tomorrow or later on this evening when they've got the free time. So thank you very much. We really, really appreciate it. Your presentations have been amazing. Your products are amazing. So thank you. And also to all of the agents that take the time every single week, that watches tomorrow or, next week, the fact that you're coming on and you're listening and you're wanting to learn is amazing. So thank you. We thank you all. So keep logging your booking, keep selling. And we'll see you next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.